So Sergio already mentioned about the eBay APIs and the value that they provide. Some quick information about how you can monetize your application if you're using the eBay APIs. There are multiple ways. You could be an affiliate and drive traffic to us. So sign up as an eBay partner network, or you could be building tools and services for eBay users, or building applications that can be embedded directly on eBay.com. What kinds of applications can you build? Anything that you can dream of. Plugins, widgets, mobile applications, desktop applications, web applications, or applications that can be integrated directly on eBay.com. So it's really up to you, your creativity, your imagination. It's all up to you. Getting started. Very simple. How do you get started with the eBay platform? Firstly, you need to join the developers program. It's a really simple sign-up process. Go to developer.ebay.com, click the Join Now button, fill out the fields, and you're ready to go. The next thing that you need to do is generate your key sets. These are your, the key sets will act as your API credentials. So make sure you generate your key set once you're registered. And a quick note, we have separate key sets for the sandbox, which is the test environment, and a separate key set for the production environment. So make sure you generate both. For the purpose of this hack, you'll be operating in the production environment, that is the live environment, because that's where all the live eBay products and items are in. And one last note, do not expose your key sets because these are your private API credentials. Some eBay basic concepts to help you with the language that we'll be using here. Item. What's an item? I'll be talking about an eBay item and eBay item ID. So an eBay item is simply a listing on eBay that is offering or advertising something for sale. We identify it via a numeric identifier. A category. eBay items are bunched into buckets called categories. So items of a similar nature can be found easily. A category again is identified by a numeric ID. And finally, a product. So product is something that exists on the eBay catalog, typically identified by a product identifier such as a UPC, NPN, or an ISBN. So let's get started with the Finding API. Finding API is a very rich API suite that enables you to search and surface eBay items either by keywords, category, or product. So if you're thinking of building a search or search experience, this is one of the APIs that you should definitely look into. What formats does it support? XML, SOAP, name value, and JSON. And you can make either HTTP GET request or HTTP POST. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how to make a really quick and simple Find Items Advanced call. Find Items Advanced is one of the functions within the Finding API suite. It enables you to search items, again, by keyword, by category ID, and it also has search and search refinement. So this right here, what you see on the screen, is an API request. The API request is really simple. You have an endpoint, so the HTTPS, svcsebay.com, that's the endpoint. We have some mandatory URL parameters, so the operation name, which tells us what API you are executing, the app name, which is your app ID that you generate after registration, and the keywords, what are you searching for? So let's say I'm searching for a Canon digital camera, and for the purpose of this example, I want my search result to be limited to 2 items, so we can see it nicely on the screen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to a browser and show you how to execute this request. So I actually have it bookmarked here, but I'm just going to hit it one more time. So you see this is the endpoint, the operation name, and this is what my app ID looks like. I've limited it to 2 entries, and again I'm searching for Canon you're not missing a lot, but essentially the output indicates that it's a fine items advanced response. Do you want me to increase the size?
That would help if you can.
Just minimize the browser and bring it down for a second. There you go. Just drag it down. Just drag it down. There you go.
The first thing that you need to look at is the at field. It indicates whether or return with some warning. Always come back with a timestamp to indicate when you